Welcome to the Parody, where we tell up the victims in our fair media. I'm Chelsea Rose, and today we're looking at Eddsworld Spares, released in 2008. Spares follows the plot of the boys watching some dumbass movie until some dumbass film director decides to make some dumbass clones of them. Only for the sole purpose of just watching the movie he made. And that's really all you need to know, because the episode doesn't really focus on it all that much. But really, the main focus of the episode is just the clones being stupid. That's it. And that works because most of Eddsworld isn't meant to be taken seriously. Spares was made at a time when Ed Gould was still alive and thus was the showrunner. And because the string of episodes from 2004 to 2012 were basically all written by him, that lays that era to be known as the classic era and also the most well-liked. In fact, we went so far back on this one, Tord Larson was still a part of the cast of the show. And plus, during a month for the parody like July, we gotta throw in some lighthearted stupidness. Will this episode manage to spare me some kills? Let's find out and get to them. The episode begins with the average climax of a Transformers movie.
Bumblebee, stop lubricating the man.
Maybe I used the wrong clip for that one. The life of this movie's main character seems to be going pretty well until we go for real, he's right behind me moment. It also gets him killed off screen by that weird big monster. The movie ends with a the end and the boys walk out. They all agree to give it 5 stars on Letterboxd, but that's not enough for the director. It seems they're the only 4 people to actually watch the movie, but he needs more, goddammit. That's when he gets the idea to do Matthew, was written by Vivzy Pop, in order to determine that he should clone the boys. And if he clones them 4 million times, he's gonna get at least enough viewers to still make it a flop, but for it not to be embarrassing. Even better, their ass DNA is still on the seat, so it's a perfect plan. The episode's opening credits and title card play over the clone manufacturing process. Really goes to show how you can do so much with so little. All the clones walk into the big name monster and its giant ass crabs and have an absolute riot over it.
Fuck this guy!
Well, except this Tom clone, because he doesn't like fun at all. So then he gets dropped into a reject room where he dies because he hit the ground too hard.
You know that.
It's a success for the director, but as soon as the film ends, all the clones file out of the movie theater. After they bust down the doors on a long Ed gag, the clones decide to have an extra badass night. This Tom clone yearns for shopping, though.
I mean, arcade.
The clones get to the arcade and it gives us a nice montage. And to its credit, there are a lot of good depictions of those shitty Play Place arcade games in here. And also the Gooner version of DDR2. And also every Tord clone shooting everything. And you know what that reminds me of? Kills. And in terms of those, this montage gives us a feel of them and a wallow. First, there's a Tord that Ed killed because of the Tord clone packing heat all the time. The Tord and Tom because of that exact same reason. And Ed being ran over. A Tord messing up everything for 3 of them. And finally, this lady in the arcade, because after giving Tom this random blue thing, they burned down the arcade. So everybody, what do you all want to do next?
Kitten shopping! Oh, not again.
Meanwhile, the director and Larry come up empty-handed when they get a lead in the form of a twin convention. Grr, I wasn't talking about out-the-womb clowns. At the house, Ed drinks some white paint milk until Larry finds a cola trail leading directly there. And just to be sure, the cans belong to Ed. With his face on the back of them, too. At the house, Ed and Matt hear a knock on the door only for all of them to get pummeled by hundreds of clones. Now that the real people are mixed together with all the clones, it leads to a lot of standard wacky shit happening. But you know, the entire gang is here hundreds of times. It's the biggest party in the world if you want it to be. Ed invites all the clones to get unlimited sodas from inside the fridge, but when one Ed can't find one, he just snatches the one Ed already has in his hand. It just so turns out, you were not supposed to grab that one, you motherfucker. So that's exactly why Ed blows the head off that clone. Holy shit, dude. Ed realizes that was probably a mistake, and he's quickly being fought by all the clones. Out of nowhere, 2 drop dead thanks to Tord and his gun. Since the boys are ready to do a GTA heist, they're ready to whack each other off. Wait a minute. This punch doesn't exactly count as a kill, but what does count are these clones that Tord shoots to death. If punching doesn't count as a kill, the only kill I can count in this frame is this Tom clone getting his head shot off. There's also a turret that gets domed, an Ed who failed to catch the ball, and 4 more clones who died from either getting exploded or being seen on the window. Meanwhile, the director and Larry have reached the end of the Cola Trail. The director believes that since the Cola Trail ended at the sewers, they're repopulating down there, which I guess kind of makes sense if you're really stupid. But his ramblings are cut short when a dead Ed clone doxes the gang for him. Inside, Tord shoots one last clone off screen, and that should be the end of them. The director has actually found them and is ready to get the clones back to watching the movie, but quickly finds the carnage. Let's see, I could count roughly 10 dead clones here, all shot off screen by Ed and his friends. But there's still one left as Matt walks in with an identical twin. Okay, dude. Might be an inappropriate time to ask, considering all of the dead clones on the ground, but did y'all two just come back from the twin convention? Seems like there's one solution to get rid of this Matt clone, and that's just to turn him into Tom? Okay. The real Tom's outside in the trash can, and I'll add him as the final kill to the count. Therefore, the episode ends on a crappy pun.
Now that's what I call recycling.
How do you morons even breathe?
How many Ed heads became dead heads in the symphony of
Lead.
Let's find out and get to the... Chelsea, on you from the future, you have got to change your channel name. What do you mean, I like it? Well, it's cringy as hell. I'm sorry, did you say cringe? Oh, I mean, you personally may not get it because you like all fandoms and except that they have to deal with incest and you know, all that, but the fandom is really not go like fast out here, am I right? Dog, how'd you know it was a Sonic fandom? Oh yeah, that's true. People don't really like that fandom. I'm not really involved in it. Well, like, listen, if you're not active in that fandom anymore, you've got to change it regardless. You know? Yeah. Because personally, I've been here for 7 years, and I really have come to grow my entire identity around about. Fuck, maybe it's time for a refresher. All right, I got you. I'll be doing that after we get to the numbers. All right, yeah, you do you. Lying motherfucker. 40 people died in Eddsworld spares, an account we haven't seen in almost 5 years at this point. Good God. The victims consisted of 39 males and 1 female, which gives us this Tom over Tord pie chart. With a runtime of 11 minutes, that left us with a kill on average of 16.5 seconds. I'll give Amethyst flamethrower to the Ed that gets his head shot off, since it's basically a rule of thumb for kill counters to give exploding heads the best kill. Broken Pistol would go to the clone that gets shot completely off screen, since there's no visual for that one, like, at all. And that's it. Eddsworld Spares was released in 2008. This parody marks the end of an era. For the past 7 years, I've been using GGF871 as a general channel name, but for now, I think that name has run its course and now it's come to an end. So now I have to give me in the past the idea to change it. But until then, the name you see on screen is the new name of the channel going forward, and this has been the Parody.